Did former Commission on Audit Auditor Roderick Wamil find evidence that Vice President Sara Duterte personally pocketed confidential funds? That was the question defense counsel Michael Poa put to the prosecution's witness during Day 12 of the impeachment trial. The question formed part of the defense's effort to distinguish between alleged deficiencies in documentation and proof of personal misuse of public funds. The question ultimately went unanswered after the prosecution objected and the Senate Impeachment Court sustained the objection. Poa also challenged another aspect of Wamil's earlier testimony, in which the former auditor stated that Vice President Sara Duterte was the only vice president he had audited for confidential funds during his time with the Commission on Audit. The defense pointed out that former Vice President Jejomar Binay had also been allocated confidential funds in 2014, when Wamil was already serving with the Commission on Audit, questioning the accuracy of Wamil's earlier testimony that Vice President Sara Duterte was the only vice president he had audited for confidential funds. The exchange became one of the day's notable moments as the defense challenged the accuracy of portions of Wamil's testimony. Wamil also testified that the Office of the Vice President failed to submit documentary proof of payment for certain confidential fund disbursements covering the first and second quarters of 2023, and that auditors found no documentation demonstrating the operational results of certain intelligence or surveillance activities. According to Wamil, these deficiencies initially resulted in the issuance of an Audit Observation Memorandum, or AOM. He testified that because the deficiencies remained unresolved, the audit process progressed to a notice of suspension and eventually to notices of disallowance. The prosecution argued that the missing documentation supported its allegations under Article 1 of the impeachment complaint. The defense, meanwhile, maintained that confidential fund operations involve sensitive information and questioned whether the audit standards applied adequately accounted for the classified nature of those expenditures. The Philippine Bureau, Mapping Power, Profiling Leaders.